Well, millions of people will be watching the Super Bowl, no doubt about it, and you can be one of them by watching right here on Fox 5. But for die-hard fans, a study shows you could be at a higher risk for heart issues. And joining me now from MedStar Health, Dr. Aubrey Grant. Hi, doctor. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. We all get a little worked up for the game sometimes, depending on if how our team might be performing. But, I mean, how real is the risk, I guess, when it comes to a big game like this of it impacting further damage?
Yeah, I mean, historically, we've seen an uptick in increase of cardiac issues related following, these big sporting events. So, things related to myocardial infarctions or heart attacks, things like arrhythmias, even things like sudden cardiac death can be precipitated by these swings in emotional stress, during these big events. So, we always try to advocate for heart-healthy behaviors, and we really want people to obviously enjoy the weekend, but not forget some of these really life-saving and heart-healthy activities that they should incorporate into their weekend festivities.
All right, so let's talk about some long-term prevention in a minute, but since we only have 3 days until the big game, is there anything we can do in the short term to make sure that we stay healthy throughout the weekend?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, we want to avoid tobacco smoke, avoid exposure to things like that. Try to avoid things like mindless eating, try to stay away from things like saturated fats. You can do that in moderation. Avoiding those really salty snacks. They can obviously increase your risk if you have some sort of underlying cardiac disease. And then, if you feel yourself getting too worked up during the game, maybe take a break, take a couple deep breaths, try to calm yourself down. There's a really big connection between that really psychological drive and that emotional stress and cardiac pathology.
Do you think, and I know this isn't really involved in the study, it's not one of the things they look at, but do you think that there's a greater risk of cardiac events impact if your team is doing really well or if they're doing really poorly?
We actually see, to your latter point, Steve. So, as people's, have this sort of diehard fandom and perhaps their team might not be as successful as they want them to be, we see that uptick in cardiac events that I was talking about. And so, it really sort of reinforces that mind and heart connection, which is so critical, to the body's function. And that really sort of oversympathetic stimulation can lead to a lot of those events that I was talking about. So, we want everyone to have a great weekend, enjoy their time with family. I'll be spending time with family watching the game, but try not to forget those, heart-healthy behaviors that we incorporate into our yearly lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything in moderation. And to the last point here, Dr. Grant, let's talk about that, the yearly lifestyle, right? If we want to get even heart healthier for next football season, what should we start working into our routine in the next couple of months?
So a lot of the things that I just mentioned, avoiding tobacco, limiting alcohol, doing that stuff in moderation, checking to go see your doctor once a year. We recommend everyone get their cholesterol checked at least one time per year. We always recommend exercise. So I direct our sports cardiology program at MedStar Health, and we're big proponents of people being active. We recommend at least 150 to 200 minutes per week. And if you really sort of build this into your daily routines, we hope that by next year, we can work past a lot of, if people are having some cardiac issues.
There you go. If we combine that with a good team next year, we should be in good shape all around. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
Dr. Grant, thanks for joining us. All right, MedStar Health's Dr. Aubrey Grant. There's the information if you'd like to find out more from MedStar. Thanks so very much. All right, hope everybody enjoys the game right here on Fox.